Hey guys, what's up? I got my flashcard in the mail finally, so my videos don't look as putrid. I'm still kind of working on the details. I know you can still kind of see the sides and the text looks really stupid. I'm working on it, all right? But I taunt him. He can't get his rocks up, so we switched out into Dusk Noir as I set up my rocks with my new Zelf. This is my new team, by the way. I like it a lot. It's working out really well so far. It's a Heatran Water Grass team with with a bunch of U-turn action going on. Sorry, kind of had like a mind blank there for a second. So you've seen what's going on. Azelf effectively shuts down 2 Trick Rooms with taunt, and then I U-turn on the switch. I didn't really want to taunt again, and I didn't really feel like exploding because those are the only other 2 moves it has. So I'm out in Scizor, and I predict to switch back into Dusknoir, but just in case he predicts that, I go for a superpower, and I end up hitting Bronzong, which is pretty good. It does a lot of damage, but I know it won't be a 2-hit KO after the attack drop, so I kind of have to switch out. And I go into my Shaman, who is really fun to use. It's got max HP, so I can create 101 HP subs, which comes in this crazy handy. It uses the subs. It uses the subs to scout twitches and stuff. Pretty sweet. I love it. And yeah. Sorry, I'm a little slow right now. He goes on to his Porygon 2 as I hidden power fire because I was kind of expecting him to stay in with Bronzong, see what it would do, but he doesn't, and he gets his leftovers, and he goes for his Ice Beam, which is gonna take out my sub, but I'm gonna hit it with a Seed Flare, which is gonna kill it in a minute here. And I haven't narrated in a while. How have you guys been? I feel like it's been a long time. I'm pretty happy. I've been good. I got a job interview tomorrow. EB Games. Pretty excited. Yeah, it's pretty big. I'll just pick up from here. My Zelf takes a Fire Punch, and I was expecting to go for the Dynamic Punch, which is why I switched in to a Zelf, but that's all right. I'll take it all right, and I just go for my Explosion since I was kind of predicting a switch into something else. But Bronzong works too. He lives the explosion, just barely. Oh, yeah, you can see a little bit of my computer there. Yeah, anyways. He lives the explosion just barely, and I just go into my Starmie to revenge it with a Thunderbolt, because I didn't want to risk Hydro Pump missing, because that would have just really, really sucked. And out comes Dusknoir, and this guy causes me a lot of trouble. You'll see. I miss with my Hydro Pump, first of all. I'm pretty much certain that wouldn't have killed, but it would have got a nice chunk of damage on it, which would have been really helpful for later. So now on the switch, he goes into his Dragonite as I Hydro Pump, and that's not going to do like anything to Dragonite. Okay, sorry, I keep lagging here. Does a fair chunk actually, considering it's not very effective. I guess he goes for a superpower, predicting my switch maybe. I don't really know why he's superpowered, but he did. And I barely live it and go for an Ice Beam, which is obviously going to take it out. Life Orb times 4 weakness to Ice Beam. Yeah, that'll take it out. He goes out into his Empoleon, and I don't really have anything I feel like switching into it, so I just let Starmie take the Grass Knot. I always forget that Empoleon has Grass Knot. So, yeah, that I always forget. Always. So I go into Shaman to bait the Ice Beam, and then I go into Heatran to times 4 resist it. And I lag a lot right here. This is awesome. Again, this is just more of a test. I'm kind of working all this stuff out still. So if any of you have any tips, I would really appreciate that. Other than that, tell me how much you hate the stupid lag, because I agree with you entirely. Look, more lag. Speak of the devil. Anyways, I go for an Earth Power now that the Trick Room's gone. I thought it would kill, but the Empoleon barely lives and gets a Surf off and lags again. Yeah, awesome. So, anyways, I get hit with a Surf, and I'm going to die, obviously. Since it's a Life Orb Heatran, it's not bulky at all. So I just go into my Flygon to revenge it. I'm going to lock myself into Outrage now, because he doesn't have a whole lot that would like taking an Outrage. And his Empoleon's at so low health that even with the resistance, it's obviously going to kill. So there you go. Now he's in his Dusk Noir, and this is where he becomes a huge pain in the ass. Seriously. He gets his Trick Room up, and then I get my Confusion. Not like it matters. I don't actually hit myself with Confusion at all during this entire battle. It's actually pretty happy about that. This Flygon's been lucky for me so far. I hit him with an Outrage as he goes for a Pain Split, and then he gets his leftovers, and then he Pain Splits again, and then I know what he's doing. He's hoping for the Confusion so that he can end up higher on health, and then attack to probably KO me. But since I don't get my Confusion, this is just kind of a huge waste of time, since eventually he's not going to get any health from me because we'll end up at the same. And it'll be, by that time, his HP will be too low to survive an Outrage, because he barely survives there, and then he Pain Splits again. And like at this point, I'm just getting really annoyed, so I'm just kind of leaving Flygon in to die, because I don't want anything else to take a Pain Split. But I end up killing him, which is really cool. And at this point, the dimensions are back to normal, as he sends out his last, which is a Machamp. I hit him with an Outrage and Lag, and that's going to do quite the hefty chunk to Machamp. And it doesn't kill him, but the Dynamic Punch is going to kill me. But that's not really a huge deal, since I still have 2 guys left. And one of them is Scizor, who is just going to go ahead and take him out with a Bullet Punch. So, good game, E-Roc. That was a lot of fun. It was kind of like the first one I played